Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
The woman on the phone for a second date update today refers to herself as a cougar.
Oh.
But apparently, one of the cubs has left the den, and Mama needs to find him. That's why she's on the phone for a second date update. Her name is Patty. What's up, Patty?
Hi.
Hey.
Whoa, Patty, are you excited about that intro?
That was a really good intro.
Okay, so you embrace all of this.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Well, tell us about the cub that's run away from you and that you need to track down. What's his name?
His name's Martin. He's in his early 20s, and I met him online.
I love cougars because the first thing they always bring up is age.
Yeah.
What's your guys' age gap?
Well, I will say roughly that I'm over 10 years older than him.
Nice.
Okay, good.
Significantly so. I'm not going to be specific because a lady never tells.
Okay.
All right. So you met him online, and what did you guys do when you met up?
Well, we met up at a bar, and I mean, it was really cute. He was carded because I was next to him. I was carded too. I'm normally not. So I thought that was adorable. And he was just like, he was this cute little cub, and we talked about like, going to the gym and stuff. We joked around because I don't know. I thought it was hilarious because I think it's ridiculous when people get on the elliptical and put on like the lowest level. And then they look like they're flying on the elliptical because they're not actually supposed to sprint.
Yeah, they're just going super fast.
Yeah, it looks so stupid. And we just like laughed about gym stuff. And we found out that we actually go to the same gym.
Wow.
Okay, wait, though. Can we rewind just a second? It sounds like you were turned on that he was carded because he looked so young. Like, how young do you like your men?
I mean, legal.
Yeah.
That sounds a good thing.
Okay. I just is like, do you guys have things in common? Like besides the gym, did you find other common ground?
I mean, yeah, like absolutely. We both like having fun. We like to,
Both like having fun.
I mean, like, zip lining, bungee jumping, stuff like that. Like
Okay.
definitely like the fun stuff, going on, vacation. And
All right. So you're pretty interested in him.
yeah, absolutely. He's a lot of fun. He's really funny. He was really, really cute.
And he was cool with your age difference?
Yeah. I mean, he did know that I was older going into it, but, he was a little bit reluctant. I mean, he was a little shy and maybe a little nervous, but, I made him feel at home, made the cub feel comfortable.
Well, it doesn't sound like you made him feel comfortable enough because now he's not calling you back.
Oh, well, touche. I mean, we did talk about kids. He asked me if I had any kids, and I told him I didn't, and I wasn't interested in having them.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, maybe that might have been too early to have that conversation,
Right.
and maybe that made it a little awkward.
Or maybe he's looking for a partner and he's not just looking for a fun night out. I mean, maybe a partner that wants to have kids with him. I'm sorry. You can have partners without kids, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I think that's totally legitimate. I do, but he's so young.
Right.
Did you talk to him that way too? I'm sure you're so young. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what you want, do you?
You don't know what you want. Well, I try to keep it fun. I try to keep it simple because, sure, you might be looking for Miss Forever and settling down and whatever. But, I mean, like, you haven't found her yet, which means that you're single till then, and we could have fun in the meantime,
Okay.
And I could teach him a lot. I mean, I have experience. I mean, I'd be a great teacher.
Oh, you
Okay.
mean like teach him in the bed? Okay.
Hey.
Oh, I mean, I can teach him in any room.
Not just the bedroom. Okay. That's awesome. I like you, Patty. All right. Well, how did everything end with you and Martin?
Well, after like the bar and everything, he walked me to my car, and I thought that he was having a great time, especially because like right then we started making out, and it was
Oh, you
hot.
did?
It was
Yeah.
awesome.
That's good.
Yeah,
it
that's
was passionate. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And like I kind of was like, hey, well then why don't you just like come over? You can check out my place, and we can start our first lesson.
Did you say that?
No, but I was just like thinking about it.
Okay.
Like young guys are so inexperienced, and I can help them out with that.
So what did he say to that? Did he go back to your place?
Well, no, he actually kind of got a little bit more nervous, and I just don't think that he was ready because he was just like, but this is our first date. And I was like, well, it's really not that big of a deal because I want to establish what I want this to be immediately.
Right.
Which is fun. And that's what I like. So that's what I think any guy would like, especially no strings attached, no pressure. So we had another date set, and he canceled like a couple hours before. And I kind of feel frustrated because I just don't think he realizes the benefits of dating a cougar.
Yeah. And there's the teaching. There's the teaching that you can do.
There's definitely the teaching.
All right. Well,
Definitely the teaching.
we will play a song and then we'll come back and call him and get your second date update, okay?
Great.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Welcome back to today's second date update. As the regal cougar waits in the midst for the young doe to come lapping at the lake so she can pounce on him and make him her love slave.
Wow.
I'm talking, of course, about Patty, who's on the phone. She's a cougar, and apparently she went out with a cub the other day, but this dude is now not calling her back. They went out to a bar. They had fun, some drinks, everything else. She actually invited him back to her place at the end of the night, and he said no, but they did schedule another date, but he canceled shortly before, and now he's not getting back to her. She thinks that he might be scared because she can teach him all sorts of new things that he might not be ready to learn yet. All right. Patty, you ready to get him on the phone?
Yep.
And have you had timid students before, Patty?
Yeah, absolutely. Usually I can get them pretty comfortable pretty fast if they give me a chance.
Okay. And so you're not going to be heartbroken if he doesn't want to go out with you. You just want a shot.
Well, I think he's kind of special. Definitely stands out from the other pubs I've gone out with.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
So, I would really like to have an opportunity to spend more time with him. So, I would be disappointed, maybe a little hurt if it didn't work out, but we'll see.
Okay.
All
well,
right.
we'll call him right now and then see if we can get you another date. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Martin, please?
This is Martin.
Hey, Martin, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay, can you guys take me off your list? I'm sorry, I get these calls all the time.
No,
From us?
I don't think you get these calls all the time. Martin? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, it's not a telemarketing call.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who are you guys with?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Oh,
Yeah, how you doing?
okay. I'm doing good. This is
He's like-
So anyway,
He's
got a
like,
survey. I got a survey. Wondering if you can take that real quick for us.
You're going to confuse
He's kidding. Martin, he's kidding. Don't hang up.
okay.
Martin, the reason we're calling is because we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. And you went out with somebody who listens to our show recently.
What?
Her name is Patty.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. And Patty told us a little bit about your date. She said that she liked you a lot, but apparently you canceled on her before you guys were supposed to go out again, and now you're not really getting back to her.
What? Okay.
Is that not true?
I mean, yeah, that did happen. Yes.
Do you,
Okay.
Were you planning on getting back to Patty and rescheduling and actually going out with her?
I mean, to be honest, no, not really.
Was there
Really?
like a specific reason, or do you just not feel it?
I mean, this is really weird. I'm sorry. I mean, it's kind of a personal thing, to be honest. Like, I don't even think she'd really want me to share with you guys, so.
Well, I can understand that, but she also asked us to make this phone call, and we tell everybody who does one of these second date updates that they have to be prepared to hear whatever it is the person on the other line says. So,
'Cause- Yeah.
do you mind telling us? Because she's just confused.
Oh, she asked you guys? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, she wants you to share whatever you think she doesn't want you to share. She wants you to share that.
Well, all right. Well, okay, she's like a little older. I don't know if you guys know, like how much you guys know, but
Yeah, she's very proud that she's a cougar.
Mhm. She's over 10 years old.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so she's kind of giving you a little. Well, yeah, and I'm frankly just kind of worried she won't be able to keep up if you know what I mean.
Like on a hike? What do you mean?
Well, no, not a hike. Maybe a hike too, but just like every day, kind of in general. Maybe some bedroom stuff. So
What? Wait, hold up. How old is Patty? Do you think that she's like 75?
Elderly?
I mean, I know she's a lot older than me, and I'm in my early 20s. So there's a big difference between, pace, energy, and all that stuff.
Right.
So,
Okay, so you just think that you're too young for her because she won't be able to keep up with you.
exactly. Yeah, for sure.
So
Have you dated any women that are older than you before?
Yeah, I have. And that's actually how I know. It didn't work out for that reason. And she said, everything would be fine. And she was so excited about it and everything. And it's just like, it's kind of terrible how that happened. And so I don't want that to happen again with her.
So wait, you dated a woman that just got too tired in bed?
Things were really great for the first 2 weeks. But then after that, she just kind of started falling off. And things were less frequent and less energetic, less enthusiastic.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Martin, I have a feeling that Patty's going to disagree with you, but we should just ask her about that because she's actually on the other line listening
Oh man.
and wants to talk to you.
Wait, what?
Hi, Martin.
Are you freaking kidding
How you
me
doing,
right now?
hon? Surprise.
Yeah, so this is all
Hey.
just set up, I guess, huh? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
pretty much.
Well, you weren't getting back to me, so I did kind of want to find out. And I get your concern, but this is something I can definitely put. You can put your fears aside, sir. Between my Pilates, yoga, and weightlifting, it wasn't too long ago that I could still hang on to the ceiling fan. So I don't think that you have anything to worry about.
Oh, hello.
Whoa,
there you
no,
go,
I
Martin.
think-
I'm
I
gonna try
I
that.
can't keep up with Patty.
I'm telling you, I'm in the best shape I've been in my entire life. I could outperform myself in my 20s, 30s
Whoa.
easily
Get it,
today.
girl.
What do you have to say to that, Martin?
All right, but you say this now, you say you're gonna have a ton of energy now, and everything's gonna go great. But I mean, the reality is you're not in your early 20s anymore, and that's exactly what happened with my ex. And so I just don't want that to happen again. And that's what she said. She made all these promises and everything, and it just wasn't great. So
What? You're
Th-
I
that-
mean, I don't know what crotchety old lady that you used to date, but I'm not anybody's grandma. Okay?
Yeah, and that ceiling fan, though, Martin.
Yeah.
That ceiling fan comment does nothing for you?
I mean, okay, yeah, it did for sure. But I mean, she's just like my ex. She's talking a big game. It's just talk, and there was no, and I'm just really skeptical that she can back that up.
I have a feeling it's a challenge that she's ready for.
Exactly. I mean, it's something that I'm definitely ready for, but maybe this is something that you're not ready for. Maybe this isn't about
Oh.
me. Maybe you're putting it all on me and you're actually, I don't know, intimidated or threatened.
Yeah, what are you, chicken, Marty? You scared,
Yeah.
Marty?
I'm scared of the
Okay,
good
so this
point.
is classic. You're trying to spin this around on me as if I'm not the energetic one and I'm not ready for what you have to handle. What? That doesn't
Right.
make any sense.
It does, though. It does, though. If you've slept with a guy who's in his early 20s and if you've slept with a guy that's a little bit older than that, it does make
Oh,
sense.
thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, experience makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and a lot of guys can be very easily threatened by having to do more than just lay there. So, I mean, if that's something that you're into, then maybe we're not going to work out.
What the hell, Patty? I can absolutely bring the power.
Bring the power.
I mean, this is another one of your manipulative ways. I know that you're just trying to get me riled up. Of course, I have the energy in me, but it is kind of, insulting.
Well, I
for
mean,
you to
that
say
that remains to be seen.
Yeah,
There
you're-
is no proof.
All you're saying is words, Marty.
Yeah.
Where's the power?
What
Yeah.
if you're just like her ex, okay, that couldn't bring it?
What are y'all talking about? All she's saying are just words. I can actually prove it.
Oh, okay. Well, then, Martin, how about you prove it? Would you like to go out on a second date with Patty? We will pay for it.
All right, here's the deal. Patty, so you're saying that if we do this, 2 weeks come, you're going to, the fire's going to still go, and you're not going to be worn out after a while.
Hey, I mean, as long as you bring the tinder, I've got the gasoline.
Oh my God! Dude, is this a second date update or Brooke and Jubal's brothel experience?
this is-
I feel like we're pimps right now.
I could have hooked up with her the first night when we
Oh.
hung out, and I didn't. And that was because I got the sense that she was a little, slower, I guess, older maybe. I don't know. So if you're going to talk a big game like that and you're ready to bring the fire and, you're actually giving this a fight. You actually called this radio station to get a hold of me. So, sure, yeah, let's make this work.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, sweetie. Well, that's awesome. We'll meet up. Just make sure that you bring the Gatorade so that you can keep your strength up, okay?
Sure. Get those electrolytes in, Martin.
Yeah,
I feel like it needs an energy bar.
Yeah, it's a successful second date update.
Cool.
Congratulations, both you guys.
All right, thanks, guys.
Wow.
I don't know what that was, Patty, but all I know is I'm going to go take a cold shower now.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text in at 78592. Well, lots of texts in that kind of say the same thing. If Patty ends up getting tired of Martin, they'd be willing to take it for a test run. If you missed today's second date update, Patty, she calls herself a cougar, and she's proud of it.
Yeah.
She wanted to call Martin, a dude who's a lot younger than her, because he wasn't calling back after they went out on a date. We got him on the phone, and the reason that he wasn't calling her back was because he felt that he was too young and she couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
And not like he walks faster than her, like she couldn't keep up in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And then she made a lot of comments about how he can't keep up in the bedroom.
She basically patted on him. She basically patted him on the head and said, "That's cute, honey."
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's sweet.
I feel like it was reverse psychology on both of them. It's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm crazy. No, I'm
I'm
crazy
crazy
in bed. Oh, you want to find out?
Yeah, whatever is going to happen is not going to be safe because both of them are going to be trying to prove a point. So good job for those guys because we haven't had a couple actually go out for a second date in a while. We've had a lot of people turn each other down, but
It's going to be steamy.
they
I
are
mean,
they're getting together
are we
for a
really
second
going to
date.
pay for a dinner on this one? Because I don't even know that they need that.
The
Yeah.
hospital bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pay for the hospital bills after one of them sprains an ankle, for sure. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. It is Friday, so Young Jeffrey's Song of the Week is coming up at 8:10.
Move it 92.5.
Hey, girl. What's up with you?
Wait a minute, is this the right number?
It's the loser line.
Come on, just call me back.
If you haven't heard the loser line before, it works like this. Let's say a guy approaches you while you're out at the club and uses this charming pickup line. Hey, you know what? You should try to smile more. It's the second best thing you can do with your mouth.
Oh, screw you.
Want to know what the first is?
No.
No.
After he says that, just do your best to not stand there in stunned silence and tell him that he's a modern-day Shakespeare. And then give him the number to the loser line, so hopefully he leaves an awkward voicemail that we can play over the air. Voicemails like this one.
Next message.
Hey, what's up, sexy? From the gym. How you doing? I just giving you a call so I can see what we can hook up later on tonight. You know what I'm saying? My boy is DJing at a and I thought, I'd take a little special somebody to come have some fun with me, and then maybe we can do a little something afterwards. So, you know what I'm saying? Give me a call when you get this. My number is, and maybe we can hook up later, and
Next message.
You know.
And you know.
You know.
I hope in real life his voice is really high and kind of
I
scratchy.
know.
Yeah.
It's like guys in the sexy voice. It's not sexy.
You don't have to
bros.
turn on a different kind of voice when you leave a
what's
voicemail. Just
up?
be yourself, yeah.
Hey, sexy.
Oh, yeah.
No,
you
girl.
know it's me from the gym, and we're going to do, you know. Listen to my voice. You know exactly what I'm trying to say. Remember, if you want the number for the loser line, all you have to do is text the word loser to 78592, and we will send you that number you can give out to somebody who's hitting on you that you would rather not have hitting on you, so they can call us instead and leave us voicemails like this one.
Next message.
Hey, this is Tim. I'm gonna be at my mom's house all day, but I'll have my phone on. So give me a call back. I'll probably call you when I leave, or if I don't hear from you, I'll send you a text, or we can figure that out. But yeah, great. Okay.
Next message.
What happened at the end there?
It's just
Yeah.
that side that's like,
Most of it was,
I ruined this.
it was still kind of weird, like I'm going to be at my mom's house all day, but just that little moan
Yeah.
sound he made at the end was bad. Here's another message from the loser line.
Next message.
Hey, here. I don't know if I mentioned last night. I'm actually a really, really good cook, and I was thinking maybe you should come over, and I'm gonna cook you dinner. You know what? Yeah, it's a date. I'm gonna cook you dinner. So get back to me
and let's set this thing up. I'm going to cook you dinner.
Next message.
He's been reading The Secret a little too much. If I say it, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what?
I
It's
love
a date.
Yeah.
I love when people like ask you out and then answer for you. That's good.
The good news is our chef called back.
Oh.
Here's his second message.
Next message.
Hey, again. Still haven't really heard back from you, but I went to the store anyway.
No.
Lamb chops is what we will be having with a side of asparagus, and I can't wait to make some dinner for you. So call me.
Next message.
Do you know
I'll tell you
what?
what.
I actually believe that there's a girl out there going like, dang it.
Yeah.
Lamb chops sound delicious.
He definitely didn't get a call back because he called the loser line, but at least he had a good meal. I know that because it sounded really good.
Somebody missed out. Misjudged that loser line.
Remember, if you want the number of the loser line, just text the word loser, LOSER, to 78592, and we'll give you that phone number that you can give out to somebody who's undesirable that's hitting on you so they can call us and leave us a voicemail instead, like this one.
Next message.
Hey, it's Ben. We met at the gym. I had a great time talking to you. You're a really cool gal. I wanted to see if maybe you want to hang out. Maybe you want to do something fun. But I got to be completely honest. I got to hit my steps this week. I've been slacking off, and I got to hit them. So anything we do, it's got to be active. It's got to be up. It's got to be out, and it's got to be about. So if you want to go out, that's awesome. But we don't want to really be sitting down. We can go to the park and power walk and talk during that. But here's the thing, like if we're going to do that, you got to make sure that you're there with me every single step of the way, shoulder to shoulder. If you fall behind, I'm not going to come back for you.
What?
All right? I know that it may seem like I'm being, harsh or rigid, but you got to understand, like, that's my life, all right? I'm about that life. I'm about that fitness life. That's my deal, and that's how I operate 24/7. I'm always at this height. I'm always trying to strive to get to the next level. You know what I mean? So if you want to get on board the B train, all right, I'm the conductor, and it's not making any stops. It's going straight through. Toot-toot. That's the B train leaving the station.
Next message.
Wow.
Sorry, B Train. You got the number to the loser line.
That's too bad. I feel like I should follow B-Train on social media for my inspirational quotes of the day.
I wasn't sure where that was going at first, but I got to hit my steps. I was like, oh, is he in a 12-step program? Like,
Oh, I didn't even think
I
about
got to
that.
let you know we can't go out I can't be around any bars or anything. I got to hit my steps. But he actually wanted to literally just get to the right amount of steps on his pedometer so that he could feel like he was working out while he's dating.
And I like how he's just going to leave her behind.
Yeah, screw you. All right, your phone tap is coming up right after this. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. 60 seconds away from your shock collar question of the day. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. But before we get into that, there are certain stereotypes that exist in this world. And I'm not saying that any of them are true, but they do exist.
Yeah.
Like all British people have bad teeth.
Right.
It's kind of true. All blondes are stupid. That's not true.
No.
I've met some smart blondes.
Look at Brooke.
All radio hosts are great in bed. Definitely true.
Oh, yeah. We all know that one's true.
Yeah.
Oh, best
That's
minute of
right.
your
High
life.
five to myself.
Obviously, these generalizations aren't necessarily facts all the time, but there is one common stereotype that is actually in the news today because it's being confirmed by science. It turns out that people who wear glasses don't just look smart. Research shows they probably are smart.
No.
Yeah.
Yes!
No
All
way.
those years of being tormented as four eyes are finally paying off. Of course, I'm sure the scientists that did this research were also tormented with glasses when they were growing up too, and
Yeah.
may have slight bias, but whatever.
According to a new study out of Scotland, there's a strong connection linked between intelligence genes and bad eyesight genes. Researchers found that people who are more intelligent are 40% more likely to need glasses. The study found that even putting on fake glasses can make a person feel smarter and make them perform better on tests. So glasses have magical powers.
Look at Ed,
obviously.
LASIK surgery is making us all dumb.
Yeah, I had LASIK, and I feel a lot stupider than when I used to wear glasses.
I never knew that.
Yeah, my eyesight's terrible. But since it got better with LASIK, I haven't felt dumber. Anyway, I'm going to go buy myself some glasses, and we should all put on our glasses now because it's time for the shot caller question of the day. Young Jeffrey has come in studio with a hat full of names. We'll draw a name out of the hat to see who will put on the shock collar this morning. They're asked a trivia question. If they get it right, they don't get shocked. Jeff does because he asked a terrible question. If they get it wrong, they get shocked to the song that you want us to sing. Text in at 78592. What song do you want to hear from the person who gets shocked today? Brooke has drawn a name out of the hat because she had the shock collar last. And who'd you get?
I got Jose.
All right. Jose's grabbing the shock collar. While he does that, Jeff, please read Jose the shock collar question of the day.
When you think of some of the TV shows that have been on the air the longest, you might think of Saturday Night Live, which has been on the air for 42 years, or Sesame Street at 48 years,
Dang.
or even NFL on CBS, which has 53 years under its belt.
Dang.
But the longest running TV show ever has been airing on network television for 70 years and counting. It has over 4,800 episodes and is still making new ones. What show is it?
Gosh.
70 years?
Okay, so I feel like I've come across this before.
Well, I've seen a lot of stats like Jeopardy's the longest running game show, right? But it's not 70 years deep.
I'll tell you what I'm like 99% sure the category it's in is I'm 99% sure it's a soap opera.
Really? You don't think it's a news show?
Soap operas that could be true, but listen to me. Soap operas started like in the 30s or something when they were actually selling soap to housewives. So I know soap operas alone have been around for a long time.
Yeah.
At least 70, 80 years.
My initial thought was like a daytime TV soap opera type
But
of
I
thing.
thought the whole thing was soap operas aren't on anymore or something.
No,
Is that
they are.
I think they still
They're
are.
still on?
And what are they, like a Guiding Light?
The General Hospital,
General Hospital?
All My Children. But another one, I just think that you have to go in the news angle. Like, because it has to be a show that has obviously interchangeable hosts. Because I don't think anyone started at the age of 5 and are now 75 on TV.
True, that's a good point.
Right?
So they have to interchange, but that's the same
like
thing
the
with the soap
NBC
opera.
Nightly News.
Yeah, what's the one that's the
60 minutes.
And it was Brokaw. Hey, this
That's
ABC.
nightly? Is that nightly news?
Was that nightly
ABC.
news?
Night.
World
60
News
minutes.
Tonight.
World News Tonight.
World News Tonight, right? Was that Brokaw?
Or what about
I
like a
don't know.
Good Morning America? Or, or what about some
But you're
sort
right.
of...
It's got to be these ones that can continue off without the main characters. That they can get new hosts, or they can kill off the character on a soap opera and put someone else in.
Right, because every character in a soap opera dies at least 3 times before they actually leave the show.
Question one more time, Jeff.
When you think of some of the longest running TV shows of all time, you might think of ones like Saturday Night Live or Sesame Street, NFL on CBS, but the longest running TV show ever has been airing on network television for 70 years and counting. What is it?
What if it's The Price is Right? Because they had Bob Barker, and then they went to Drew Carey. You don't think that's 70s?
The 60s or 70s.
Yeah, but that's...
Is there another game show?
I mean, we're almost... That's like 50... I guess that's not 70 years.
Time. It had to be started in the 30s or 40s. So you're right. It's either
late.
news.
It has to be started in the 50s. You got to do math right. In the late 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
30s,
years,
I don't even think they had network television. Okay. I don't know.
So it's either a soap opera or news. 60 Minutes or World News Tonight.
Pick.
I'm going 60 Minutes.
60 Minutes. All right,
Final
Jeff.
answer.
The longest running TV show of all time has been airing on NBC for the last 70 years and counting. The very first broadcast was back in November 1947 when they interviewed the election campaign manager of Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And 4,800 episodes later, it's still on the air and interviewing new people every day. Talking about NBC's Meet the Press.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
But you were right. It was a news source. Oh,
All right.
man.
You got it wrong, and somebody wanted to hear Hello by Adele, so you'll sing that before you get shocked whenever you're ready.
To tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call you, you never seem to be home.
He's scared.
I know. He's wincing. It's so much fun with you just looking at me and wincing.
Hello from the other. You scared me. You
All right.
scared me.
Your phone tap's coming up in just a few minutes. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. All right, Brooke, you're going for 19 wins in a row today.
Okay.
And you're going to be playing David in Olympia. What's up, David?
How's it going?
Uh-oh. I feel
too
like,
bad.
David, I feel like you're kind of smart.
Really?
Well, it depends on the questions. I mean, you're on, an 18-win streak?
Yeah, this will
Yep.
be 19.
Look how smart you are keeping up with these things. I knew it. I knew he knew things. All right, I'm leaving.
All right, we're sending Brooke out of the studio. David, the game is played like this. You got 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know one, just say pass, and you have to beat Brooke outright to win, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right, let's go for it. Your time starts now. Today is the unofficial holiday celebrating what pastry?
Pass.
What European city is home to the oldest running newspaper in the world?
England.
Mosquitoes are not attracted to light. They're attracted to what?
Heat.
What board game would you find Officer Edgar Mallory and Jake the Jailbird?
Oh, pass.
Out of the 4 main layers of Earth, what is underneath the crust?
The mantle.
Okay, bring Brooke back into the studio. So, David, tell us a little bit about yourself. Let's get to know David. What would you want us to know about you?
Well, I'm currently in the process of becoming a bounty hunter, actually.
What?
Whoa.
That's cool.
Wait, what did I walk into?
He's becoming a bounty hunter. He's in
What?
the process.
Yeah, David, I think you need to work on your intimidation sounds, though. Your voice, and it's not a rip on you. You just got a soft voice.
Sounds very
So,
young.
He
Yeah,
does
I
sound
do.
like-
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it a lot. I'm a nice person until you basically cross me. So
right. So
I don't know.
give
Those
us
people
your
can be the scariest, dude.
give us your best bounty hunter voice, like if you were to corner a dude that was running from his bail.
well, judging off of the show, it's probably just like, we've got a warrant for your arrest. You need to come with us.
Oh,
man.
oh, I'm shook, David.
He's gonna be like, get off the ground.
Yeah,
you
not
jerk."
really.
No. Hey, warrant for your arrest. Please get in the car, and then they just get in the car because you're calm like that.
Yeah,
I like
very
it,
calm.
David. All right.
It throws him
No,
off.
I'm worried David's gonna come across some like violent criminals.
I mean, if they're calm, you basically can recommend them for a rebond and get them right out as long as they cooperate.
Dude, see,
that's
look,
a good bargain.
I kind of want to go get arrested, skip bail,
Yeah.
and then have you come and just be like, hey, look, you can get a rebond. Everything's cool. Just come with me. And then we'd hug,
These things
and then we'd go back to the court.
The hug's
I'd-
pushing it.
Well,
Hug's pushing it.
you just sound like a guy you want to hug.
I like you and all, Jubal, but a hug's pushing it.
All right, and then see after
look
that,
at it.
now I
David's
would
laid
run.
down the law.
Now I would run after that because if you didn't hug me, I wouldn't be coming with you. Okay. Anyway, Brooke's got her headphones on and ready to go. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, your time starts now. Today is the unofficial holiday celebrating what pastry?
Donuts.
What European city is home to the oldest running newspaper in the world?
Paris.
Mosquitoes are not attracted to light. They're attracted to what gas?
Methane.
What board game would you find Officer Edgar Mallory and Jake the Jailbird?
Monopoly.
Out of the 4 main layers of Earth, what is underneath the crust?
The core.
Name the official title of our national anthem.
The Star Spangled Banner.
What decade did the U.S. launch the Hubble telescope into orbit?
The 80s.
All right, let's send it on over to the scoreboard and see how you guys did with Jose
Kabara Goya. I know it. I know it. I totally know it.
Bolaños.
David, you got one correct today, man.
Well, that's better than I thought I was going to do.
Hey, that's good. Set the bar low. Brooke,
Okay.
you did good. You got 2 extra questions in, and you got 3 correct.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, David,
I mean,
Sorry.
I hate beating David because he sounds scary.
you did not win the money.
Yeah, I kind of figured the 18-win streak's kind of intimidating herself.
Well,
Oh, who's the bounty hunter now?
Yeah, I'll come and get you.
go over the answers for you guys. The unofficial holiday celebrating what pastry today is donuts. The European city that's home to the oldest running newspaper in the world is London, the London Gazette since 1966.
No,
1666, sorry, 1966. Mosquitoes are not attracted to light, they're attracted to carbon dioxide. What board game would you find Officer Edgar Mallory and Jake the Jailbird in Monopoly? Out of the 4 main layers of Earth, what is underneath the crust? The mantle. Name the official title of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. And what decade did the U.S. launch the Hubble telescope into orbit? That would be the 90s, 1990. NASA planned to bring it back to Earth in 2020. So there you go.
There it is.
Hey, David?
Yep.
You didn't win the money, but you just won 4 tickets to the Washington State Toy and Geek Fest, to Magic Comic-Con, but with toys, cool cars, and tons of exhibits as well.
All right, cool. I got a couple friends that'll enjoy that.
Well, there you go. Enjoy it. Check out more info at toyandgeekfest.com, and we'll play Winbrook's Bucks same time on Monday.